Get ready for the event of the year. It's Snoopy's Reunion Deluxe Edition DVD.
I think this is going to be special.
The invitations have been sent, and everyone's on their way to the celebration.
They're here, Big Brother, they're here.
Hey everyone, Rascal here.
And Mama, welcome to Paws On Animation and our podcast.
Today we're covering the standalone Peanuts special or episode, Snoopy's Reunion.
Yes, and in this TV special, Snoopy's missing his family of siblings from when he was on the Daisy Hill puppy farm. So Charlie Brown organizes a family reunion for him.
Even though this didn't actually happen. But before we start, be sure to like, subscribe, because occasionally some future podcasts and another pause video.
Absolutely. Now, this particular special was a primetime animated TV special that was based on the comic strip, originally airing on CBS in May of 1991. And it is one of the 3 Peanuts projects to date not to have the name Charlie Brown in the title.
Right, because usually Charlie Brown's in everything.
So as we mentioned, this aired in 1991, and this particular special is not considered canonical to the comics.
No. And now we see why, because we ended up watching a few Peanuts things we owned, one after the other at one point. And before this one, we watched Snoopy Come Home, the movie. And in the movie, they say that Snoopy was adopted by a blonde little girl originally. But then parents had to return him because the place they were moving to didn't allow dogs. So he was sent back there, and that's when Charlie Brown got him. And as long as say he got a used dog, and that's how he went on with him. Well, they do keep that part in here, but they never mention about these many other siblings, and they never mention about the Puppy Hill Farm being in danger of closing down, and them being a band, and just here it's just a bunch of things happening. It didn't happen in this in the special.
Right. Now in here, Snoopy was the first puppy to be sold. Puppy to be sold to Lila, but then she has to take him back because of the apartment complex rules.
Right.
And then he ends up being the last one. Because
Right.
all his brothers and sisters are gone, but the farmer promises her they'll find him a new home, and he ends up finding a new home with Charlie Brown.
Right.
Now, in the comic strip, Charlie Brown and Snoopy knew each other before Charlie Brown adopted Snoopy. In the special, Charlie Brown sees Snoopy for the first time.
Yeah. So it's a little weird that they've altered the storyline, but it really makes a lot of sense to do that. Because even when they did the Snoopy Come Home movie, Charlie Brown didn't even know about a previous owner. And here he kind of does, and he knows he had a bunch of siblings, and it's completely normal. But in the movie, it was a big reveal that Snoopy had another owner before him.
Now, I want to go with the voice cast quickly for this, because you might find this interesting.
Okay.
We have a whole different cast. Phil Sheffrin as Charlie Brown. Josh Keaton as Linus Van Pelt.
Oh my goodness. A young Josh Keaton.
And baby Josh Keaton, yes. Caitlin Walker as Sally Brown. Bill Melendez is still Snoopy and all his siblings.
Of course.
Mega Parlin was Lila. Laurel Page is Lila's mom. And Steve Stoller as the bus driver.
Right.
Mr. Alcroft. Josh Keaton as Linus. That's not 2 things I ever thought I'd see together.
Right. Ever. And another thing to point out here is that they actually do show the adults in this episode. I guess the TV show actually started showing that there were adults and teenagers in this world since you only ever saw the kids. They actually started showing some adults, and they weren't going walk, 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 walk. They actually had some real dialogue, and you could see their faces.
Yes, and that was the first as well.
Right. And then you have with the storyline itself, is that Snoopy is actually feeling a little down. And Charlie Brown thinks that he misses his family, which he actually is right about. I thought he'd be like second guessing or something, but no, Snoopy was actually missing his siblings because he hadn't seen them in several years. So Charlie Brown decided, well, we'll give a little reunion, and you come back together at the Puppy Hill Farm where you were born. You can have a little get together, play your music and everything, and catch up. And Somehow they know where all his siblings are. I mean, we know Spike lives in the desert and lives in a cactus for some reason, but I don't know how they found the other characters.
I don't know, and I guess they said we got 22 minutes. We can't tell everything.
Right, right.
But a part of this that was really fun was seeing Snoopy's brothers and two sisters, and how they each had their own little personalities and them partying. And they had the little girl dogs with eyelashes.
And dresses. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So you couldn't help but thinking, okay, this is cute. And each one, just like in real life when you have a litter of dogs, they're all different. You have a litter of puppies.
Right.
And in here, every single one was different from the other. So
Right.
Snoopy was not like all his brothers and sisters. He stood out like each one of them did.
Right. And what's even funnier is that after Charlie Brown took him home in this version, Snoopy already had sophisticated air about him. He was already spoiled because of Lila, and also eating a lot because they just have buffet of dog food and kibble all the time. So it's no wonder he has an appetite.
And all I kept telling you was, I said, it's like Ash and Pikachu.
Yes, except he didn't shock him.
Right. So this is one of those specials that are shown a lot on TV because Apple didn't acquire it.
Right.
And I guess because it wasn't a holiday special, they really didn't have a desire for it. So you see this on networks as well as retro stations like MeTV and so forth.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's actually, you know, a good thing that they don't have all of the Peanuts stuff, or you probably wouldn't be seeing any of it unless you own it on DVD. So we can be grateful we can see some of it. They knew the good ones were the holiday ones, so that's why they said, alright, this one you're going to pay extra for. But it is fun to see how these older specials and episodes were. Because considering that Apple TV has now done a Snoopy show entirely focused on him, they're about to do a Marcy special, and they have another Peanuts reboot coming in terms for specifically for the station. So at least we get to see the classic all the time, just not the holiday stuff.
I think each special has its own endearing quality. Some are better than others.
Yeah.
The holiday specials, but you got some of these that are holiday specials that are really cute and interesting backstories, and all of them have innocence, and I think that's one of the things that's really great about them. Anyone of any age can watch these specials. You don't have to be worried about content, language, inappropriate behavior, anything like this. For Snoopy being a jerk at times, anyone can watch these specials. So they're all fun, and there's quite a few because you only hear, as you mentioned, about the main ones. Even on the ones like this one, sometimes there are additional shorter specials that never aired on TV. Right.
And this one did have an extra episode on the DVD if you happen to own it, where it's on near standalone. It was called It's Flash Beagle Charlie Brown. And the only unfortunate part about it is that it's now dated. It seems like it was only made because of a movie that was coming out at the time.
Flashdance in the 80s.
Yes.
And that's just being referenced and parodied so many times in the decade.
Right. So it seems like the whole episode was just to get in on the craze, because they made the entire songs the entire special is like a musical. Almost all the characters get to sing for about a minute or two, and they kind of don't need to. Snoopy has his big 80s dance number, his musical number, and his Flash Beagle, and they're always playing the radio, which they've never done. So I guess at that time that was them trying to modernize Peanuts by having them constantly be dancing and singing and being cool. It's like, alright, this is one of the very rare Peanuts ones where it is now dated.
Yeah.
As timeless as Peanuts is and all their holiday ones, we found one episode where it is dated, because I don't know if people even recall Flashdance now, because it's like they make so many movies, they want you to only focus on the new stuff. It's now something of its time.
Definitely. One more fun fact about this. Snoopy's siblings Andy, Marvel, Spike, Olaf, Molly, and Rover, and Snoopy himself. 5 of the siblings appeared at some point in the comic strips, and Molly and Rover were created especially for this special. So he gained 2 more siblings
Yeah.
due to this special. So yeah, he tended to change a lot of things so the continuity didn't match the comics. There's no way, unless you were reading them back when they came out, to us these are canonical. We don't know until we do research or read and find out they're not.
Right.
But that does not prevent you from enjoying any of these specials. This one is adorable and cute and sweet, and it's fun seeing Snoopy's brothers and sisters in their own habitats.
Yeah.
Where they become, I guess, little adult doggies.
Yeah, with their owners.
Right.
They got their own little houses and things in the house. I thought it was hilarious.
So if you've seen Snoopy's Reunion, let us know what you think in the comments below. Do you love it? Is it something you completely forgot about, or have you never seen it? Let us know in the comments below. If you haven't, we think the only place to see this might be to buy it, because we haven't seen it on TV recently.
Yeah, definitely.
But if you do know anywhere that you can watch this for free, let us know in the comments below.
And if you haven't already, subscribe for updates and movie reviews, favorite anime series, anime shows, and all things animation.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for watching.
I'm Mask Entertainment.
And Mom Entertainment.
Have a toontastic day.
Peace. Happy New Year.